Thank you so much for amazing opening, Albasia Saman. And next is welcoming speech from our representative of Gajah Mada University, that is Mr. Ahmad Agus Setiawan. Time is yours.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and welcome to Yogyakarta, to all of you, our guests. You can see welcoming party, welcoming disco. It is our traditional dance from Aceh. You know, Aceh is part of North Sumatra, yeah? Out of the most in the the Malacca, close to Malaysia, and you can see the diverse of traditional dance or even culture in Indonesia. We welcome you in the heart of Java in Yogyakarta. If you realize that you are now in the very ancient land of Java, you can see later that Jogja has plenty of very special places, such as Candi, we call it, as a temple. Budur, if you heard about the temple, it was a Buddhist temple, the largest Buddhist temple in Indonesia or even in Southeast Asia. And then the Prambanan, just nearby here, maybe less than 1 hour to by bus. Prambanan is Hindu temple, and you see now Indonesia is Muslim majority. So that was a long evolution, long history of Indonesia. And in here, you are in the heart of Java culture, Japanese culture. Later on, I heard from the committee that you'll be brought to one of the kingdom that still exists in Indonesia, which is the Kingdom of Yogyakarta. Kingdom of Yogyakarta is a bit special in here in Indonesia because the king is also a governor of modern government. So he is a king as well as he is a governor. So you can imagine between democracy and kingdom. Maybe you can see, like, I don't know whether in the world there is such typical system. So welcome to UGM, Universitas Gadjah Mada, one of the oldest university in Indonesia. UGM is we were born in 1949 after the independence of Indonesia. Yogyakarta also was a capital once in a time of Indonesia, because at the time during the independence war, or something like that. Once in a time, Jakarta, the government moved to Yogyakarta. At the time, the government is centralized in Yogyakarta for about 1 year. At the time, UGM was born. So you are very much welcome into the national, the first national university, even though there are others universities that previously born, previously there, such as ITB Bandung, UI. It was during the colonial era, but UGM was born in 49 after the independence. And you'll see that our students try to welcome you maximum, and welcome you to the International Association of Agriculture and Related Sciences. We are very glad to have you in here, and just talk to one of the committee from UGM that we really support their activities. This is very great opportunity for our students and for all of you to meet up with the international environment. For me myself, I had this kind of opportunity when I did my study in Sweden. When I met friends from Colombia, from Argentina, this was my time here. Yeah, Sweden. Wow, yeah, I was in Stockholm. It was cool. Yeah, at the time, Yeah, it was really enriched myself. So I'm very confident that my students, Indonesian students as well, will get enrichment from this kind of opportunity. And we believe that you are all the leader of the future in agriculture. I'm also saying that to my students. Will be leader of agriculture in Indonesia or in the world. So it is very important, yeah, and it's very important meeting, very important organization where we call about sustainability. We talk about your future, my future, our children's future. So agriculture sustainability is the heart of what is it? Our common future. What is it? You call it climate change or whatever, yeah. And there's some part issues that you get together, compare and others. So we would like to congratulate to the national committee, which is from what is it? Unpad, yeah, Mbak Ines, yeah. We call it Mbak. You know, Mbak is Miss. Yeah. Miss Ines from Universitas Pajajaran, and I learned that there are also from Bogor, IPB, delegation, many. Undip, Diponegoro, yes. UGM for sure, where's UGM? Yeah, UGM delegation, okay. UB, Brawijaya, yes. UNS, correct? Yes. Unram, Mataram, there's another island. Yeah. You'll visit there, hopefully somewhere. Yes, sometime later. Unlam, Lama Mangkurat. That's all? Or others? Okay, yeah. So all of Indonesian welcome you and welcome especially to UGM, Universitas Gadjah Mada. Hope you enjoy the meeting, yeah, and the event as well as culture. Culture is very important for us and for you as well. To still stay together, yeah. And good luck. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and bless you all.
And the next is the announcement from the head of event officer. Time is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, all. Okay, I stand here to announce about the regulation in our event in Jakarta. Maybe I want to congratulate you to come to our special region of Jakarta. This is our place of this is the place of IAAS UGM. So we want to service you as best as we can. So we hope you will enjoy our services to you. Okay, maybe in front of you there is a green letter. Maybe you can read by yourself. Okay, the agreement letter is about how we obey the rules which created by our university. We know that this hotel is belongs to our university, Gadjah Mada University. So we are in the academic environment. So we have to obey all of academics rules like that. Actually, the rules created by us to make sure that our event running well as we plan. So we want you to sign that agreement letter and submit to the committee. Maybe you can read first and ask to us if you want to ask something. Okay. Okay. If you have any question or something, okay. What is the group? Okay, you can. Yesterday you have a booklet, right? Inside the booklet there are some rules that created by academic of Gadjah Mada University that you have to obey. Okay. Yes. Maybe just quickly repeat the rules. Maybe I want to read the rules first. The rules, regulation of the delegation, IAAS World Congress to Jakarta, Indonesia. First, participants should keep the attitude during the workout. Second, participants must be dressed neatly and politely. For women, not to wear short skirt. The third, the participants should not smoke during the event. The fourth, the participants should not drink alcohol during the event. 5. Participants must follow all the activities. The participants may not join the activities due to sickness. The 6. If there is an emergency condition, participants must immediately report to the LO, patient officer. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay, as I asked before, he has to sign over the assignment letter and submit it to the committee. Maybe the next question we will provide you in the next session. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. We hope you will enjoy all the activities in Jakarta, and we hope you will get all of you want. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and God bless you all.
And that's all the opening for us. And then we come to the main section of the day, that is General Assembly. And I will give the times and place for the executive committee. Time is yours.
Not the executive committee. Hi, thank you so much for the presentation, for the answers. Really amazing. And now I want to say you thank you for being here. We're going to start with the fourth session of the GA. So at the beginning, I want to know how many flags we are here. Please raise your flag. Into account. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 50 countries. Without country.
Yes, without the only the Baltic countries.
Okay. Okay, so 14. Just voting, please. Just voting flags. Another time, please. Just voting. Okay, 1. Okay. So now it's time to continue with the GA. Now we have a presentation of Steven by Skype about amendments of the Constitution. He will present a new amendment of the Constitution about the X-Pro. Okay, so let's enjoy of Steven. Steven. Wait, Steven? Hi, Steven.
Okay, Ma, turn off your camera.
Did you test this one?
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen? Yes.
Steven,
Yes.
you can start it.
Here it is. So you see the PowerPoint, right?
Yes. Say
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can I start?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today I made a small presentation about the new proposed structure for the exchange program. I prepared several slides to give you an overview of how it works right now. But because I'm running quite out of time, I will only give the part of the changes. And I don't know, maybe someone else can present the current structure afterwards. But first of all, why do we need some structural changes in XPro? The main reason is that, for example, this year we had almost 800 applications. So since the 1st of September, the start of this IAAS term, we had almost 800 applications from students who want to go on XPro with IAAS. But the biggest bottleneck of our exchange program are the non-active exchange coordinators. Only 5 countries are opening the database regularly, and most of them, from those 800 applications are seen by exchange coordinators. So I really think, as what is mentioned really often, we can focus on promotion, better visibility, to promote the exchange program. But I think it's really necessary to emphasize that we should try to make some changes so the exchange program will be more popular within our network, because so far we have more than enough applications from students, but the exchange coordinators or the IAAS people are or not aware of the exchange program or not active in the exchange program. And this is something that we need to change if we want to grow and we want to improve the exchange program. So to tackle this, we started a whole discussion last year at WOCO.
to introduce a proposal for the restructuring, or which is called the regionalization of the exchange program. And we took it further into discussion, first with the exchange coordinators last fall. We discussed it the first time during the European directors meeting. We took the conclusions again into consideration to prepare another proposal for the EXCO meeting last April. Last April, we had several sessions for about more than 2 days, including trainings and everything, to work further and to make changes to this proposal, and to come finally to the end proposal. And I really hope you will all accept this, or you will give further inputs. We can vote positively towards this, so the next VP of Exchange can start to implement this, because we cannot continue how we are doing now. We really have to change from. The first proposal is to create a kind of an extra position. We would like to call it the regional exchange coordinator. There was a lot to say and to do about this position, but finally we find a consensus, and this person has to cooperate with all the national exchange coordinators within his or her region, first with the vice president of exchange. It's the goal that all those regional vice exchange coordinators, the exchange quality board, which is actually the board of the vice president of exchange, and if wished, and of course in the most ideal situation, that this regional exchange coordinator has its own regional exchange board to improve the regional exchange working. But what will be the main tasks of this new position, of this new person, or in the ideal situation of this new board? First of all, to tackle the issue that many students apply for countries where Expro is not available, or either is not opening the database, we would love to give this person or this board the rights to have access to the database of all countries within this region. By doing this, we really hope that more students can be placed and that Expro will grow. Of course, we know there will be difficulties, especially when we cooperate with local farmers, because I think it's really well, as a Belgian to place a student on a Swiss farm. But as I said in my EC presentation, it's the goal to move towards more acclimated places, more research kind of internship with big international companies, because this is really what we need. And if we move and cooperate with this kind of companies, it doesn't really matter in which country the students will be placed. One of the biggest advantages of this position. So we don't rely on the active or the non-active exchange coordinator in a certain country, but the regional team, regional board will be able to place those students as well. To give those students a bigger chance and not just rely on one person. Another task of this regional exchange coordinator would be to cooperate actively with the countries in the region and try to help them to start Expro or make it active if it's not there yet. Try to see which challenges the country he can help, or how many other countries in the region can help, or maybe what needed from vice president, what changes should be done, what kind of documents should be delivered, but to increase the common countries which are facing difficulties in Expro and the VP of change. So this is, I said it already, to work together with both the EC, but also to attract and help the EC to get better contact with international, doesn't matter, regional companies, which would be really, really interesting for Expro, because it's really hard as an EC member to get contact with companies all over the world, And by having this extra position, this regional exchange coordinator, which knows the region, which knows how to interact with companies from that region, it's going to really benefit and help the whole EC to find new expo places and to find new partners within certain regions, and of course within this position, especially related to the exchange program. So that's it about the new regional exchange coordinator. It's in a nutshell, it's really brief, but I think it should make clear what the goal is of this new position. The second thing we definitely would like to change is the way of payment. I'm not sure how intensively Jan is introduced, but we would love to make sure that all payments are paid directly the bank account of EC, so we can have a clear overview about which payments are for Expro and which aren't, but that the payments are not going through the countries first, because every year we are facing huge difficulties with invoicing, and make several countries pay the exchange fee towards the IAAS world. So to avoid all those difficulties, we would love that the participants in the world, this will be, of course, another challenge as well for the next PP audience, to cooperate with the next of the EC to find a reliable, cheap, or rather cheap for everyone in the world to make this possible. And when this would happen, more and clearer benefits for the countries will occur. The next thing related with the payments is that instead of having an exchange fee of 5 different categories, we would like to propose to make just 2 exchange fees. One fee of 75 euros for country categories A and B, and one fee of 100 euros for countries C, D, and E. Why we are doing this? First of all, to increase the benefits towards the countries, to increase the money which will flow in the countries after an exchange. And we are quite confident that this will not show of difficulties, because most of the students which going on Expro, they got paid by the university or they got funded by some other sponsors. So this is really something we would like to come to decide and to really give a lot of money back to the countries. So our proposal is to give 40 euro for every country which is receiving a student, and 20 euros for every country which is sending a student. So this means that you can earn quite a lot of money just by being active in Expro, which is actually quite easily earned money. And there are, which is another change, we would like to propose, there are no maximum or no limits anymore on the money you can earn, because the money will be directly paid towards IAAS world. We can have a good view and we will not lose any money, and you will be rewarded for your interest and your inputs and your being active in Expro. This is really something we would like to emphasize. So I think you can all count yourself. If you place or if you receive 10 students in Expro, you easily get 400 euros. I think this is quite a lot of money. It's sometimes much harder to find a sponsor for this money than place students in Expro. Furthermore, because as you all see, 40 plus 1 is 60, there will be more money still on the IAAS bank account. The goal for this money would be to support the IAAS Gold project. We would really like to give more financial sources towards several projects which are going on in IAAS world, so this money can be used for that. But I'm quite sure my TC colleagues already much more about it on previous GA sessions. And something else which we see is that not always all countries are paying all the money which is earned by Expro to IAAS world. So it's really hard to give those benefits back towards the country. So by paying directly to IAAS world, the problem should be solved. Of course, these are three main topics and main changes in Expo towards a better international cooperation and specialization, which will have many benefits for the program. There are still some points open for discussing. First is what happens when you operate with international companies. Shall we reward the regions for being active and place students in their regional in their companies in their region? It's still open for discussion. We were not able to finalize this discussion yet. Everyone was involved in the discussion, especially at Expo meeting. They were in favor to use the same rules like the 40 and 20, but instead of paying it to the countries, paying it to the regions. So those sub-regions will have a source of income too, which they can use to organize events, to hire trainers, to do whatever they would like, what will benefit the working and the cooperation in their own region. Further, another element was that some participants at the Exco meeting thought that the role for the regional exchange coordinator would be quite big, shouldn't we limit it a bit? But on the other hand, his main point should be to really work together and activate Expo in 4 or 5 countries of this region. And if all those countries are active, his role would be rather small. So his role is rather big as long as the countries in his region are not active. But from the moment that all countries in that region are active, the role of the regional exchange coordinator will decrease. Of course, his role is still really important, but the time he needs to invest will be less. How is the update about the finance are going to happening? Because if they pay directly to IAAS World, how are the change going? Because it's really necessary that they know if the student pays or not before the application will become white. A white application status means that the student is accepted by the exchange coordinator. So if someone from Ghana applying for Expo, the exchange coordinator from Ghana needs to approve approve that he paid towards that he paid the exchange fee before he can make his or the application for the student visible for the other exchange coordinators. So how are we going to do that? It will be of the VP of exchange. Is he going to update the other exchange coordinators weekly, or will there be like an email sent it to the regional exchange coordinators every week, and that they are going to update the exchange coordinators within their region? So these are 3 things which are really still open for discussion, which should be finalized. But so far, I think it's really important to get this started and to get this decision taken. So this was a brief explanation about the proposed changes. Are there any comments so far or inputs from you guys?
Do you have some questions? Any questions to Steven? No? Yes? No? Okay.
Yes.
Maybe can we have the input from both candidates for the vice president of exchange?
Thank you. Steven, there's a question for you now.
Okay.
I think it's better if you come as your team. Use this or the other one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hello, Stephen, can you hear me? Hello, Stephen, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So my question is, before the white status, of course we have to like pay the agent's fee to the VP finance, right? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Okay. So my question is, before the status will be accept to white status, so the exchange participant must pay to the VP of finance, right?
to a bank account, which is where we will only receive payments for tax fraud, and the VP of Exchange and the VP of Finance will have access to it. Right, Janis?
Okay. Okay, so how the mechanism of refund? If we already got Y status, but we do not get the hosting places to the exchange participant, so how the mechanism of the refund?
The refund will be done to the bank account of the National Committee.
Okay, so the refund directly.
So once a year you will, if you're active in Expro, once a year you will receive an amount of money.
Yeah.
And we will not do it anymore in like a kind of a discount on the membership fee, but we will really send the money to the National Committee.
So the refund will be directly to the National Committee account, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
More questions here?
Hi.
Can we maybe have the input of both candidates for the exchange positions?
Wait, there's another question for you.
Hello, Steven. Do you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Lucia from Spain. You were in contact with Sebas, I think.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to ask you first of all about the, I don't know, of course, about the amendments you want to say, but also about the webpage, the problems that has been going on. Have they been solved? With the, I think Sebas was in contact with you because of the update of data from all the countries.
You mean the problem about updating the website with extra pages?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So now I'm updating for all countries extra places which I received last month.
Okay. Okay, I was going to ask you that anyway. And the second question is about the financial rewards of international companies. You mean that if a person is coming to any country to work, that company is going to pay that person or pay the committee, which has been doing all the.
Well, if the company will pay the person and will foresee lodging for that person, that's all depending on the negotiations of the contract with that company. Of course, it's hard to say that now for all companies. Of course, it should always be the goal to have food and lodging provided by the company, or at least a small salary which can cover the food and the lodging for the intern. So we cannot really say. I think that's the answer I can give on that question.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only about whenever you are working on a company, and also when you are working on a farm.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay.
The rules are the same for both categories.
Okay. So the aim is to reach that, right? Like to get money from the to the people that is doing it, not now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any more questions? Okay.
There's another question.
From Switzerland.
Okay.
From Switzerland.
Hello, students. Hi, this is Miriam. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I have a question from Seyhan in Switzerland, and he wants to ask, what do you think are the most critical steps or the biggest factors of failure during this implementation of the whole changes of Expo?
The biggest challenge in implementing this whole structure is, of course, the follow-up for next year to get it started. That we should make sure that there is like a person at least motivated and interested to become the regional exchange coordinators at all the upcoming regional directors meeting, that there is like a good base provided at this event to get it started, and that we together with ITC, that the EC should, so this is not only working for the exchange program, but also for the regional part in general, as we really invest in good trainings and a good base and structure to get this all done and to get this all started. And I think the biggest challenge we must decide if we're gonna implement this proposal or not, but that there will be like active inputs and efforts to make this sure, and that we also do it. We should take our time for this. We cannot expect that if we vote now and yes, here starting the 1st of September, that we expect that it will be there and ready and working on the 1st of September. But it's an ongoing process, and it will take time, and we have now first 3 to 4 months before the first regional meetings are coming up to prepare everything, make sure it happens, to make sure that we have a regional exchange coordinator at the directors meeting, and that we get work with it, and that we can do first evaluation at the next World Congress, and then we can improve the structure.
Okay.
More questions? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Stephen, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Julie from Indonesia. Maybe for the first question is still about the updating hosting plans that you said that when in your report last GA that you will updating the hosting place tomorrow, and still now the hosting plans of Indonesia is still 3, but maybe we have around 20 till 30 hosting places, and maybe that is our the first
Yeah,
program.
a couple of more places from more countries, so I'm now a couple of places.
Yeah, maybe that is the first note for our X-Pro. How can we maybe place many applicants or X hundred or X thousand applicants, but the hosting information still maybe still less of the information. It's weakness for our exchange program. And then for the next question about 800 applicants pay the exchange fee, then the status still black status or white status, and then they are not placed in many in hosting place, and they can doing internship or exchange. Then how about the exchange fee? The I think that is so many exchange fee. How can how can the exchange of PPE or manage the fee when not when essentially doing the exchange program?
So do I get it right that your question will see which student pays and which not?
Yeah, because before white status, the exchange participant has to pay the exchange fee. Right? All the exchange participant can doing the internship in the hosting place because the exco maybe not cannot not see the exchange participant, and they not cannot doing internship. So how about the fees? The many number of fees.
But that's the job of the exchange coordinator, to get in contact with the exchange coordinator of the countries where this student is interested in. His wishes can be fulfilled, because not all countries which are active are publishing places or are just publishing their places, because the goal or the first way how our exchange program was working is not with places and that a student can choose. This is something we just try to promote. We used to work that a student provides his or her wishes, and that the other country go looking for a place these wishes.
Okay, maybe
So apart the main task of the exchange coordinators.
okay, is effective enough if the uh, then all of the money can be refunded to the national countries. This is effective enough.
Slow change. Those rules stay there right now. So it depends what's the reason of cancellation.
Okay, maybe the last question is about the regional exchange or regional exchange coordinator. Maybe how about your work along this year about contacting or connecting between one exco and another exco? It's still I think because when maybe in Asia we not not many member of IAAS in Asia, and then we have regional director, and we have regional for action program. I think it's I don't know how about the system or mechanism or the work of regional EXO and regional director along till this day. I think it's maybe for you it's effective or not if we build the regional action coordinator.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Maybe do you think that if there's accents for regional accent coordinator, is it effective?
Yes, sure. Because it's much easier if you have to communicate with countries which are close by with the same time zone, than that one person has to communicate with all countries of the world.
Yeah. So how about the mechanism to choose the regional accent coordinator? Is it in this GA or maybe depend on the vice president of ASEAN or what?
So the regional exchange coordinators, they are in regular contact or in frequent contact with the vice president of exchange, and all the regional exchange coordinators, they will form the board of the vice president of exchange. So it's the main duty for the vice president of exchange to contact them and to get to know what's going on, what are the problems of the challenges that they face in the region, what are the difficulties. And it's much easier to get this information transferred through a regional level and through that going directly through every national level.
Okay, now about the exchange quality board and regional exchange coordinator. How about the work of exchange quality board and also regional exchange coordinator?
Sorry?
We have the PPE. The PPE exchange has have exchange quality board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how about the differences between AQB and then the VP exchange has to maybe what is it? Have to manage the regional exchange coordinator. What is the differences or what is the work between regional exchange coordinator and also AQB? It is there's different maybe different job in the next year or what?
Yes, there are many differences because now the UQB mostly it just exists out of 2 or maximum 3 members. Most of all, or most often, is like let's say people who are somehow already connected with the vice president of exchange, so you know them already from before. But it doesn't mean that you have like contact within all regions. So by having a regional exchange coordinator, we should be able to get contact with all regions of the IAAS network to make sure that those communication flows go much better. Now with EQB, some persons are active, others not, but it's their own, how active EQB members are, it's a bit about their own wish, because there are no clear rules for that, to say it like this. So sometimes it happens that someone is really active in the first month, and the last 6 months he is not really able to work anymore, and then he's still part of the EQB. With those regional exchange coordinators, if it's your wish to become this position, it's the same as for every position in IAAS. You know what things which are which you have to do, which others expect from you, So this means that everyone who is EQB or who is regional exchange coordinator will be active and knows have some clear tasks. And also these clear tasks, they don't really exist now for the EQB. It's really depending from vice president of exchange to vice president of exchange in what kind of matters he needs help to get certain things done. But with regional exchange coordinators, we can make sure that they have some clear tasks and some fixed rules that we are sure about certain information flows.
Okay, thank you.
More questions? No? Hello.
Hello, Steven.
Hello?
My question is, what about the regional directors? Is the possibility to work on it, like don't put a new VP of a regional exchange program just to give this job to the regional directors to push the expo, and I don't know, like I think there is going to be more useful. What do you think about this?
I think the workload for the regional directors would become too big if we will add this to his or her duties. Maybe Joseph or Sam can add something to on this.
We think that the workload will be too much because the regional directors are already working in established new countries. They look at big countries and then strengthening the network, which is already a lot of work. And then after which the expo duty will be too much for them to do. It will be like a BP. That's why we established another position. And to get more involvement from the region.
Thanks. Thanks, Steven.
One more question. One more question.
One more. Steven? Steven? Steven?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, one more question. Okay. Okay, here, just one more. Here, please. No, come here. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hello, Steven, can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, I'm from Indonesia. Hello, Steven.
Hello.
Okay, I have a question. As I know, some of the countries don't have the hosting places. Do you know about it?
Yes.
So how is the effort of PPE to do some of countries that they don't have a hosting places? And then are there any consequences for the countries which don't have hosting places? I think that's all.
Consequences for a country which do not have hosting places is that they have a limited amount of students which you can send abroad. So if you are not active in Expo and you are not receiving any student, you can maximum send 5 students abroad. So this is the consequence for a country if you don't have any hosting places.
Okay, thank you, Steven.
Per place you offer, you get another amount of 5 students which you can send abroad.
Okay, Steven, thank you so much for all. This applause is for you. Please come on.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. to the election of the election committee. You know what is it? No? Okay, now you're gonna elect three people from in different continents just for the elections of the executive committee and control committee. Okay, and they take care about the elections, and they are like the control of the voting process. Okay, so who wants to be election committee? Different countries. Okay, one from Indonesia. You? Anna from Chile, okay? And okay, we have America and Asia, Europe maybe? Europe? Okay, Hiro. Okay, Hiro. Okay, come here please. One applause for these guys. Okay, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so now the candidates will present a short explanation about their candidature, just two minutes. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. You have to say something. Thank you so much for doing that. No. Where's your country? What is your country? And why do you want to be?
Of the
What? Okay, so let's start with Miriam from Switzerland. Yeah, please come here. Applause.
To remind us
Yeah.
why you
Why do you want to do that? 2 minutes.
Okay, hello. I wasn't prepared for this, so again, I'd like to apply for VP of Finance because I'm really motivated to give back all my experience to IAAS. I've been in IAAS for 4 years, and I really want to keep on doing the good work of Chinese and also work together with the new VP of Exchange and VP of Communication, no, of External Relations, to apply for our grants, to get money for IAAS so we can do great projects, and also for the extra and all those changes and work together. And I think I can do a good job.
Cynthia One from Indonesia.
Thank you very much. Once again, I want to give my experience in accounting because it's my first time in university. And the most important thing is I want to give my support to developing country, which is I think you know that Masayoshi told us that next year Japan don't know if they can pay for IAAS membership fee, and I want to give a support to as many countries as possible to give the opportunity to join IAAS, and also for a candidate member, I want to give them opportunity to pay for membership fee if they don't have a like exchange program hosting place because they don't have any experience. So I want to make sure that as there's a possibility for as many as possible countries could contribute in joining IAS if they don't have hosting place before, or they have to have a time to prepare their hosting place. So this is my motivation. Thank you very much.
VP of External Relations. Please, Costas.
Hello guys, I'm Constantinos. You know me already. So what I want to do next year is like change the way we were approaching sponsors all these years, because there was a really big lack of finding sponsors and finding income for IAS. So next year I want to like, change a bit the way we're gonna do uh, from talking to companies, from trying to find sponsors for the whole year and for every activity we have, which we at the start of the year we may not know what the activities are, so it's really hard to find the sponsors. So we're gonna try to approach it some in a different way and try to make some stable events, something more solid, and so it will be more easy to sell it. And I think we'll have more possibilities to finding for the first time sponsors for IAS work. And that's my main goal.
VP of Exchange. Sent to Nastia from Belgium. What? Yuli? Okay, Yuli first, okay? Applause, please.
Okay, thank you for the time. I'm Julie from Indonesia. Now I'm ready as the Vice President of Essence of Group because I know that agriculture students have so many potential, but now we still stuck and we have not explored the potential as well. And I have experiences from I was work in SM program in my local community that it's really important for us when we can build our SM program in our country, and then the agriculture in the agriculture in each country has its pride, and we can connecting between one and other country. But now there are so many SM coordinator that really passive and not active, and then if I've been elected as vice president of Exchange, the first is I have to connect with many exchange coordinator or maybe the regional exchange coordinator if it will be selected, or with building a new AQB with timeline, with guideline. So many exchange coordinator in each country now what should they do, and we can work together and we can connecting each other. I think agriculture will be pride and exchange will be many exchange, and also the many complicated problems in exchange program will step by step can be solved by us.
You're online.
Hi.
Yep.
Hey everybody. So I hope you're enjoying vocal. And well, a bit surprised. I would like to be vice president of exchange next year. Why? Well, because I would like to work on IAAS on an international level and use all my skills and experience I gained from the past years. I also would like to, as Stephen has talked about, to implement all the changes structurally, like the regional changes and the financial benefits. So, and well, I discussed about them at the EXCO meeting, and I'm really in favor of them. So I would really work also next year on those changes. Well, and of course, I also would like to implement my own strategies, ideas, and plans. And which strategies are those? Well, as you may remember, or you saw the Prezi I posted on the Facebook group, I have 4 main challenges, and those are the inactivity of the EXCOs, the communication between EXCOs and the vice president of exchange, the variety in internship places, and how to attract the students to actually follow this program. For each of them, I have plans, ideas, strategies. Yes. And I will go more into detail now, so I have limited time. I understood. And what I want to add also is that being VP of Expo isn't just being working on the exchange program, it's also being a part of the ECC. So I would really like to form a very strong and a very good team to improve IAAS project and to work on the IAAS 2020 campaign. So my motivation to work on IAAS is like very high. And thanks for your attention. Thank you.
Fisti from Indonesia of VP of Communication. What? Fisti is also Indonesia.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. You have just 2 minutes, so you can start now.
Hi.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Christy, tell her that we cannot hear her.
Okay, we will move to the other candidate, Anna Postek. She cannot be on Skype. I will read her letter of the presentation. I don't know if she is proud of that, but it's okay.